Oh my God. I had to see a little bit of game footage here before doing this 5-song study today we're doing of the Undertale OST. I have so many notes on this game, the complexity of it, the leitmotif work throughout. I'm going to miss a lot of it, but I'm going to break it down. Apparently, there's like different music for different endings, and you can play it. Ugh, my head is so full already, and I haven't even started getting into the study yet. This is going to be a wild one. Okay, so I got some shout outs to do. First of all, this is my schedule for content. This is Video Game Music Sunday. Every Sunday, I break down video game music for those of you supporting the channel over on Patreon. And we had Undertale was requested heavily by the community. And yeah, shout out to Nico. Yeah, this is Nico requested in the app. And there are a couple other people to give a shout out to as well. Let's see, Fletcher Thomason, you said you want to do some Deltarune Chapter 1, so maybe that'll be coming up soon. Waffling, you were talking about how crazy it gets later on with the Deltarune. And then shout out to Mr. 64, Vuo Tom, and V, who came over from the Deltarune reaction that I did. Man, my mind is still stretched from that. Okay, so here's how this is going to go today. I am doing a full 5-song study for those of you supporting the channel over on Patreon. But the way that I do it is I share the first 2 songs of the 5-song study here on YouTube. If you're seeing this on YouTube, that means the full 5-song study is already done. The link is down in the description as well as the top pin post. The first 2 songs are going to be Megalovania and then Death by Glamour. Both of those are going to go on YouTube, but the full 5-song study will also include Battle Against a True Hero, Asgore, and Hopes and Dreams. All right, let's get going. We're going to start off with Megalovania. Let me check my notes here a little bit on this song. I've got tons of notes on Toby that we're going to get into later, but as well as like kind of the zoomed out look at the game, which is just so mind-blowing. Okay, here we go. This is the very end of the kill everything route, which, by the way, in the game, depending on how you play it, there's different stuff happening. This song is, I guess, one of the outlier songs in the leitmotif part of the game, where it doesn't necessarily tie in exactly. You got to correct any things that I get wrong here down in the comments, okay? But this is the if you choose to like kill everything in the game, then this music happens. Sans is a short skeleton in a hoodie who has spent the entire game telling terrible puns and selling hot dogs. What? The comic relief. He is the last thing between you and the exit, and he knows he can't win. What makes the scene famous? He doesn't fight fair because nothing else has worked. He dodges, he cheats, he stalls, he offers you a way out. It's widely considered the hardest fight in the game. And you've already killed his brother to get here. My God. Thank God I'm studying so much stuff. If I choose to do this game, there might be some spoilers that happen today, but my brain is so full with content, I don't think it's going to ruin my playing of the game. I won't remember probably. But anyway, so I've got so many other notes. But yeah, the name Megalovania plus Transylvania for Halloween. He meant to cover Yoko Shimomura's Megalomania from Live Alive. Got tired of transcribing it and then wrote his own instead? What? His own words on it. I pretty much just yelled whatever I felt like into a mic and copied it down. Yep, took forever, but it was super kick-ass worth it. Total embodiment of final bossitude. Okay, I've got so much more. Maybe we'll check it out. Oh, and one last thing. This is Guinness certified. It's the most streamed video game song on Spotify, and it's now past 227 million streams. Sans came to Smash Brothers. What? Ultimate in 2019 with a new Fox arrangement. This is the first Mii costume ever bundled with a music track. That is crazy. All right, I'm just going to give my my first impression of it here. Let's go. All right. This is Megalomania from Undertale, Toby Fox. Here we go. Oh, man. We'll break it down, but let me get into it a little bit here. This descending chord progression, very short. This isn't full, chiptune 8-bitty. This has a little more depth to the mix. We're in D minor. Yeah. Let's see how fast we're going. It's like 240. All right, pause for a second. Oh my God, the movement of this. It's outrageous. It's very intense. I get how it's like a big, whoa. I get how, by the way, this is my new mobile YouTube studio that I built inside of, basically inside of a schooly camper van conversion. There's so much more going on with that I'll tell you about. I'm not going to talk about it today, but if you're wondering why I'm in a different location than my Delta Rune reaction, it's because of that. So we'll talk about that more. Anyway. Oh my God. So we're in like, we're going so fast. It's like 240-ish beats per minute. It's just like a shot of adrenaline, this music. So it's like we're in D minor. Flat 7. I think that, let me double check. Yeah. So it first starts off D minor, C major. Then I think we go to the B diminished, B minor, the B diminished here. Let me just double check that again in the beginning. So it's got a little bit of that chiptune sound, but not fully. The instrumentation sounds fuller than that. So this mix here, that's very chiptuney, right? That's very, which is like video gamey, sounding. It's like, it references that early video game sound you hear with like NES, back in the day and earlier and stuff. So, all right, so yeah, boom, boom, boom. All right, let's let it play for a second. So notice the sounds. They're very short. They're very, the sounds in this are very what I would call angular versus kind of rounded, right? Some sounds are like ba, and they have this sort of decay before they get off. Other sounds are they end with very, like all of a sudden there's the sounds happening and then it stops right away. It's like gated. It just cuts off immediately in a moment, right? This is very angular sounds. Bop, 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 bop. It's not legato. The opposite of that would be legato, where everything is connected together. This is not that. It's got there's a stop before every new sound, kind of. Bop, 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 bop. It's sort of staccato, right? Yeah, so we're doing D minor. Let me show you what's going on. God, this is fun. This is so stupidly fun to break this down. This is, by the way, this is my vocal lab. This isn't going to come into play today. I've been a vocal coach for 26 years. I've been, I'm a multi-instrumentalist musician, and I've produced lots of crazy music over the years. So this craziness fits into my crazy musical brain. But we're not going to be talking about voice today, but I can show you on the piano what's happening here. So, it looks like my piano thing, anyway, it doesn't matter. It looks like my video thing's messed up. But as far as the chords go, you can still hear them right now. So D minor, C, then we go to that B diminished 7, then we go to flat 6, which is the B flat chord. That's how it's going right now. As far as the chord progression in the beginning here. Da-da-da-da. We have that da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me get that. Hold on. Yeah, it's an octave. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da. Okay, there it is. Is that it? It's kind of like a bluesy note there, kind of. Yeah, that's it. All right, so is that true that this one is not this one's not in the leitmotif world like the other songs? I love those horns, those like just brassy, like synthy horns. So let's go to the. I love the. There's like bending, there's no pitch bending in there, which gives it that bluesiness, it's interesting in that world. I wonder, I don't know about those old 8-bit, those like 16-bit chiptune things, like how much pitch bendability they had in those old school systems. I can't remember. It's back when I was a kid. I had all of those systems, but I can't remember. It'd be fun to check that out, just nerd out on all that old music. Well, Video Game Music Sunday. Request it if you want to. We're still in the same chord progression. Now it changes. Now we're doing that flat 6. I think flat 7 to minor 1. Right here. Yep. Do you hear that? So this is where there are some moments of legato here, of connectedness, but a lot of it is it's just pedal to the metal. Everything is pedal to the metal. It's very trumpety. It's very horn sounding, right? In lots of harmonies in this. See, it's harmonized. Not all the way, though. Only certain moments are harmonized. Right there, harmonized. See, it's very staccato. Everything is equally accented. It's very bright and crisp. C major. B flat, C major, D minor. Yeah, this chord progression, I talk about it all the time. I love it. The flat 6, flat 7, 1. It's such a interestingly emotional chord progression. I hear it in, I swear, almost every like Japanese pop song now these days. I notice it somewhere. By the way, something crazy I was reading about Toby Fox. He's not even like... He's like a self-taught musician. God, I have so many notes here. Jeez. He's a completely self-taught musician, right? Let me go back to some notes on him. Yeah, he is largely self-taught. Childhood, okay, he had piano and trumpet lessons. Hey, trumpet, there we go. Then he taught himself by learning video game songs by ear on the piano. It's funny, that's how my musical life started. I have degrees in music now. I have a bachelor's and master's degree in opera, vocal performance, and stuff like that. So I have way too much music theory knowledge in my brain from training. Like, I kicked and screamed through college as a singer. I'm like, I don't need all this theory, but now I get to use it. It's fun. But I started off similar in that I was just played a lot of Billy Joel on the piano as a kid. That was like how I got going. He did it with video game music. He credits working on the webcomic Homestuck with teaching him how to use a digital audio workstation. That's cool. Anyway, fascinating. He did all of this just. That's a thing about him, which I figured out already in Deltarune. He has an amazing ear for melody, amazing ear for like sticky hooks, which, you can go to school and learn a lot of music theory and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that you're going to have that spidey sense about you to know how to make catchy melodies that people are going to go, oh, I love that melody. That's something that comes almost like a deeper intuition, So he's obviously got that. Now it's doing the melody an octave lower. Oh, that guitar. That's badass. The drums are just cracking the whole way. That bass too. Oh, I like that bend down, down chromatic half steps. So if you do if you just follow the notes right next to each other, it's called a half step, and it's a chromatic movement. That's what it's called in music. I'm not going to go too deep and nerd out too hard, but we're going to nerd out pretty hard. That snare is just cracking on beat 2 and 4 hard. Everything is full hit. In the MIDI programming world, 127 is like the number that's like the full velocity of the strike. It's like on a MIDI controller, you can control how hard, by how hard you hit on it. Notice there's a different intensity of attack based on how hard I hit it. MIDI, which is like the, music instrument digital interface. I think that's what it stands for, right? And that's like the way that you can integrate things you do with your playing, with your hands, into translating into actual digital information for coding and music. There's a lot more to it. You can do it all by hand too. You can do it all by penciling it in as opposed to playing it physically. But 127 is like you're hitting everything as hard as you can all the time. And this just feels like every sound has, and that's called velocity, like the velocity of how hard you hit the MIDI note, basically. Every sound in this is like, it feels like ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It's not like da-da-da-da-da-da. There's no like subtle nuance there. Everything is full throttle, which that also gives it that bit tuney or that chip tuney 8-bitty type of a sound. It's like everything is full throttle velocity strike, basically. So it just feels like it's in your face the whole time. These drums are definitely not that chip tuney sound. They sound like real drums or real MIDI programmed drums in a contemporary type of drum kit. The old chiptune drums were like more based on like they were based on like white noise manipulated to sound like drums. Kind of like a little bit of my beatboxing. Like that sound. It's like more of an air sound almost. Dude, that's like a real snare, just cracked hard. Yeah, we get a lot of this. See, part of the thing too, which makes this leitmotif stuff that we're exploring so powerful is, if you're playing a game over and over and you keep fighting or going through the same part of the game, it's the melody's going to just burrow in your head, It's going to just keep So that by the end, you just take a break, you're eating some, lunch or whatever, and it's like all you hear is and you're like, oh, there is a big part of brilliant hook writing and leitmotif writing is repeating it enough times that it gets stuck in your head. I get it. I get how this is such this was such a stream song. It's very exciting. Like a great workout song, like doing cardio to this. Let's go. You know what I mean? Oh my God. So that's Megalovania. I do have so many more notes on it, but we have a whole study to do. This is going to be a forever study if I don't keep moving. Let me just see a little bit more. Because I have all these notes on the leitmotifs and things as well. I'm going to hear the melodies, but, I'm not going to remember all the quotes. I can tell you that right now. But I can help break down sort of a little bit of the melodies and what's going on. And I do have notes on the leitmotifs, but I'm not going to get them all. So this is that fight. And this is like, again, where you fight, you choose to like kill everything instead of, I guess there's like the kill everything route, the neutral middle ground, and then the like you're being nice in the game, and that's all different, right? How different is the music between the three? Let me know down in the comments. That's really interesting. Okay, so yeah, I think I hit a lot of the notes here, but that'd be fascinating to play the Smash Brothers and see this character. Is it this character, the boss guy's in it? That is craziness. All right, let's move on. God, I'm already at 21 minutes and I just did that 2-minute, 40-second song. Oh my God. All right, let's check out the next one here. So this is Death by Glamour. And let me just read a little bit about this one here. Death by Glamour. So, and I do, well, I'm not going to go into any fight stuff now. Maybe I'll check some more fight footage later. But so what's going on here? Metaton is a robot built by the royal scientist, and he's the underground's biggest TV star. All game, he's been staging fake game shows and death traps with you as the unwilling guest. God. Here he finally drops the boxy body and transforms into X, the glamorous humanoid form he's always wanted. The lore in this game is so fascinating. It's so deep. You don't win this fight by damage. You win by ratings. Okay, like TV ratings. The whole battle is a live broadcast, and you have to entertain the audience. Pose, flex, perform. The fight is literally a variety show, so the score is literally a production number, I guess. Is that right? And let's see. He's an entertainer who was never sure anyone was actually watching. Oh, my God. It's glam, cabaret number, and chiptunes. Okay. All right. It quotes Metal Crusher, Metaton's own earlier theme, 4 separate times in the first minute. Okay, so the Metal Crusher is quoted. All right, interesting. Then states it in full around 104 mark. Okay. It also folds in Hotland and core area music. Again, correct me if any of this is wrong. So the whole region's sound collapses into this one fight. Man, again, this one has 117 million streams on Spotify. What is going on? All right, so we're looking for quotes of Metal Crusher, it looks like, in this one. This is Death by Glamour. Let's go. Oh my God, so different. We got the kick and this low piano and the bass. A little jazzy, a little 70s-y, like disco-y almost. Yeah, very disco-y. E minor, kind of hanging on E minor. Is that bass the Oh, we'll go back. We're not to 104 yet. Here it comes. Right here. That's Metal Crusher. Wow. What a weird melody. What? Now we're somewhere else. We're completely somewhere else. I want to go back to that moment and see if I can grab that 104, that... What is this melody? So this is like, it's Metal Crusher, right? Ba-da-da-da-do-do. Da-da-da-da-da. Is that right? Hold on, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. It gets weird. I have to boom, boom. Wa-da-da. Boom, wa-da-da. That's... What key are we? Are we in? Well, let me see what. Yes, we're in E minor. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to get it now. Oh wait, it gets weird. It's weirder. It does that chromatic wa na na B flat A. So it's very catchy, but then it's got some weird chromaticism in it. Right there. I thought it first went, which would have been the more consonant thing to do. Consonance versus dissonance, you know? Consonance is like, it kind of feels like it all fits into natural sort of easy to access tonal harmony. But then when you start doing these little half steps in between things, it starts to get grindy. Oh God, that's good. That's a weird good melody. We're going. What are we going? Like I think it was like 140, 145, 147 ish, or somewhere in there. I didn't get the exact beats per minute, but we're not as crazy fast as Megalovania. But it's still at that fast of a tempo. 16th note subdivisions are very fast. Right? It goes bum boom boom, bum bum bum. Then it goes up. What an interesting loop. Oh, where are we now? Where are we now? What is this one? This has to be another leitmotif here. Very 70s. I don't have notes for what this is. Yeah, we changed keys completely. I gotta see. See, we're really in E minor here. Where do we go? My ear is all turned around. No. Hold on. It's really a juxtapose. It's a really, it's like just a swap into a new key. Is that in the bass there? Was that where? Did we move into C sharp minor from E minor? Weird key change. I couldn't place it. That's really kind of like, we're really in like, we really moved, oh my God, this is even weirder. We went from E minor to what I think we went to like either G sharp minor or A flat minor. They're the same thing, just enharmonically respelled. Enharmonically is like an A flat could be a G sharp. It's the same note, but that's what enharmonic respelling is. So it's one of those two. But we're in like I think we moved to like the key of, let's say A flat minor, and then but we're on the 4 chord in that key. I think that's what happened. Weird. Good weird, but weird. Yeah. Yeah, see, that feels like home. You can always tell what key you're in because what chord feels like home. C sharp minor. What? Oh my God. I need to check my blood pressure. This might be, I don't know. I think I was mentioned this before on the other Deltarune reaction. Like, this might be what takes me out. It's Toby Fox's music. Death by Chiptune. That piano's so cool. God. I am taking way too long on every song here. I can't believe I'm at 33 minutes on this reaction already, or this study, whatever you want to call it. It's so stimulating to break down because it's so accessible melodically, but harmonically it's so complex. And then it's so intense. And then the sounds are so, like I said, angular. And then there's some like natural sounding type instrument stuff in there. And then a lot of it's chiptune-y, like that, old school sound. It's very strange. But the kind of strange I love to break down. Oh my God. I think I'm just going to, instead of going deeper, because I really could just spend a whole study on any one of these songs, just kind of decoding it, figuring out how it works in the game, all that kind of stuff. I do have, by the way, for those of you who are in the party already, I do have a way that you can request deep song studies if you want, where we just like nerd out a long time on things, and we have some definitely here already. So if that sounds like something that, if you want me with any of this music to like just break down, I can only go so deep on decoding it in a full 5-song study because, I have to live life and eat food and like go do other things. But I'd be happy to take any of these songs and just kind of dig in and like figure out the leitmotif stuff, figure out how the key changes work, figure out the tempo, analyze the sounds. And because there's so much I haven't spoken about in these analyses, but we got to move on because this is there's going to be a forever study. So thanks for watching on YouTube, everybody. Like I said, I'm going to go on for those of you hardcore Toby Fox fans and who are really deep in this game. I'm going to break down a lot more on this video, and it's already done. It's down in the description as well as the top pinned post if you want to come check it out. All right, we're going to go on to Battle Against a True Hero, as I said before, Asgore and Hopes and Dreams. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll also put a link to my Discord down there as well, my video game music chat, so that you can jump in and maybe introduce yourself. You know, welcome to the community. My community is all about, like, it's very important to me that everybody's cool and respectful of each other. Unlike a lot of other, you know, places online, it gets a little wonky like that. But I mean, we try to keep an eye on that pretty well. And everybody's cool. Everybody's respectful and requests their songs and just chats about amazing music. I'm learning as much as I'm teaching throughout these studies here. And I'm so grateful to have such an awesome community of brilliant people that know a lot about music and a lot of interesting music. So so much more to come, and so much more to come with my my new mobile YouTube studio. Oh my god, I love it in here so much. It's like my little YouTube reaction cave. So all right, thanks for watching on YouTube. Hope to see you in the community. Links to everything are down below. Cheers. All right, everybody, we've got a lot more